very beautiful day from here, guys. Yes, I welcome you all my viewers. I want to talk about something very important. About this Japa issue. We say it's constant for our place now. Most of our people in our country, they're only interested in traveling out of the country because of the harsh situation of things there. Please, if you hear noise, ignore because I am outside here, okay? I really want to make this video outside because it is sunny. So guys, people, they lament too much, say things they're hard for a place that they want to travel abroad. I'm not really against it, but my mission on this Europe is for me to educate you guys, to let you guys know that it is not a bad thing to travel from our country out of that place to a better place. But it is important you also know that here it is not all that easy, that you need to struggle. And for you to even travel out of that country, you need to have some money. What it is required for you to travel. For example, people who are traveling with a student visa and also people who are traveling with a family visa, if you know they're among this category or you know get the requirements at all, needless of you worrying yourself, thinking that you want to travel out of the country to become a clandestine where you are going to. Because if you get into such place without a document or nobody invited you, in fact, the government don't want you inside that country, how are you going to be surviving? That is why I am doing my video constantly, to somehow discourage you of trying to leave whatever you are doing there to come into this place to end up being a clandestine. So for the fact, say our people, they clamor all the time, say they want travel, say things they hard. Most vloggers then to always tell you that things are good here, that you should come over, forgetting that for you to survive here, there are basic necessities. There are things that you need to have before you survive in Europe or in America, whichever place you go to. There are things you need to have before you survive. Things like documents. If you don't have it, you won't survive. So you traveling as a clandestine, be very, very careful. What brought about this message that I want to share this day is this. I got this message from a fellow in our country, and he asked me, what is it going to cost for one to travel from our country to that place where you are? So I sense that probably this guy was asking me this question now because maybe he saw one or few things that we put in place at home. So he thought that when you just get into the country, that everything is going to be greeny for you, that you make it instantly. That was my thought. So, but on the second thought, I said also, let me give him what the estimate look like. Estimate in terms of telling him what the situation will look like. Not estimate because I am not a travel agent, so I don't even know anything about it. Estimate. Ciao. So I began in telling this guy that at his age, he shouldn't be thinking of traveling abroad, leaving his wife and children at home, because his plan was just to leave them to come here and make money and maybe probably bring them or whatever or go back home. But it is not easy even at that age. Another one also called, this time around a woman, asking me the same question. What is it going to cost her for her to relocate to this part of the world? For me, this woman is a banker, okay? Asking me that kind of question means that she's not even interested in what she's doing in Nigeria, or in fact, she doesn't love herself. Because as a woman who is up to 40-something years old, you are thinking of coming to abroad without your husband or your children. You just want to relocate to the bed thinking that it is easy. It may be easy in countries like maybe England or maybe America or Canada, where you might end the job before coming in. But this part of Europe where we are staying, you're not even speaking the language. So let me go back to the discussion that I was having with you guys concerning the man who is above 50 that want to come to Europe. This guy, regardless of the fact that he has wife and children, he really want to relocate. But I told him, man, you have some money still there with you. You still have your business intact. What are you thinking in your mind that made you think that the best thing for you to do is to come to Europe at this age? I reminded him of the fact that there are so many people who have come even at his age that within few months, they run back home. So that money that they spend, they have already wasted it. And when they get back home, they have nothing left. The next thing you hear about them is that they have gone to places like Ghana, Gabon, because Nigeria is no longer safe for them because they don't have the money. The financial security is no longer there. So instead of you wasting that labor that you have thinking of coming to Europe for you to get a job, you better remain in our place. Make use of that money. If really there is anybody that is going to travel out of your family, let it be your children that are still maybe within the age of 20 to 30 years. You can use that money to sponsor them instead of you thinking that at your age that you will make it if you come to this place. It is not all that easy, because when you come here, you don't have the document and you won't have the job. Even if you have the document at your age, you are too old for them to employ you. So what becomes of you if you stay in this country without job? The next thing, the problem will aggravate for you. So it is important you know that it is not safe for you at that age for you to start thinking of coming to Europe. Better invest that money in your own children if you really want them to travel. If they get the student visa for them to travel or work visa for them to travel. If not, the alternative is traveling to Libya, and through there you get to this place, because that is the only route which I discourage, because it is 50-50 chances. So when I talk to this guy and tell him all these things, he didn't reply my response again, because I responded to him through voice note. I made sure that I explained everything to him. I spent 15 minutes explaining these things to him, and I believe he understood, or probably he was afraid and he didn't come back asking for anything again. So you see it, because when he asked that question, I knew him. I knew that he wasn't all that financial buoyant. So how could he be talking of Europe? So that was why I said that, probably because he saw one or two things that were put in place, and he was thinking that in the moment he stepped into this country that he's going to make it. No. Looking at me now, you might be thinking that I came into Europe this year or maybe within the last 5 years. No. I have spent 25 years of my life in this country. So whatever you see me putting in place today, don't you ever think that it just came in like that. No, it is as a result of hard work of 25 years and endurance, because most of us, there are people who came in even before us, or the time that we came in. Some of them choose to enjoy their lives, but today they have nothing to show for them coming to Europe, because while people are struggling to survive, they were whiling away their own time enjoying. So whoever you see that is enjoying today in Europe, whoever you see that is successful in Europe today, is someone who has worked at the youth age. Okay, not someone who just stepped in and everything began to fall from heaven for him. No, it is not so. Not be so. Ndị anụ for sleba anụ I go Europe so many years. Okay, and they started with very small contract. Kachine for they kept renewing their contracts for them. And gradually, some of them from a temporary contract, they gain permanent contract. Person will be say you get permanent contract. You know, go use and compare with person will be say you get temporary. You know, if you use and compare, person will be say they come in today, because person will be say don't spend years for work. Now, so then they increase in salary. So that person, the difference will be say go there for a salary, even if you get documents at work, you go there very much. So if you look at that person, we say you don't pay for Europe, and if they make them, if they live well, if they enjoy with the family, nothing say that money. Now, so government just pack and begin giving the same day. That person really endure. That person really worked hard for that money. So as you they come, make you know say, no be the same life where we say the person who you don't pay for the country they live, and you go live. You go start gradually. Cold go hammer you, especially if you enter the time of winter. Where we say you go to talk like this, smoke go to come for your mouth. Your fingers go just block finish. Then, if you survive them, stay there, pass that year, that means you're really good to go. You're going to make it. But if you know endurance, like most people come in, then run, go back. Let me say, what thing I want to tell you, you better think twice. To those say Europe and our place, yes, there is gross difference. But you as a person, are you willing to endure? Are you willing to work hard? Are you willing to even accept it if they don't accept you? Because sometimes they don't accept you. If they don't give you the document, that means you're not accepted. And if you are not accepted, how are you going to be living? Are you going to be living like the ones they call barbone, right? Those where we say they sleep on the bridge, under trees. People where we say they for front of a train and they sleep in the night. Or people where we say that they go where and they give free food. Is that what you want? If that isn't what you want, you better utilize the little way we say you get for our country. Use and manage your life very well with your family, so that things go good for you and your family. But if you know one thing like that, say you won't come, you better come. People they tell you, say if you come, say job for here, if you get like 1,400, say it better pass we say you there for a place. Forgetting say that 1,400. You don't go see them if you don't get documents. I equally listened to a lady some time ago who said that even if you don't get documents, say here if you see somehow mago get document, take work less 10. That mago no they run again. Now before we say some of people they run so many things, we say person feel they running own deal, give you paper where we say you go use the work. Now that time they work. But now people know they even do nonsense again, because if you do nonsense, they will seize your document. So people even prefer to work with their own document, because cases don't have where we say people give friends their documents to work with. You know, in the end, that happened in the past anyway. I don't know if it's happening again, because a lot of people don't they work with their own documents. Because some of these authorities that time, then they sympathize with all these foreigners. What happens is that some of these foreigners go to them, tell them that they are working with other people's documents. And you know what happened? The government will give them their own documents. Sometimes they even seize the document of the person that they have been working with. That is the wickedness of man to another man. Person give you a document where you use work. You go tell them, say, that in document you use the work. So then go give you, then seize your own. But that happened in the past anyway. I don't know if it happened again, because people really don't they work with their own documents. So that thing where be some people they tell you, say you go come, you go use another person document the work, you know, the two happen again. And if you get black job, how long do you think you're going to be retained in that black job? Not for too long. So if you work, then pursue for work, say work don't finish, what do you go do? You know, go to work again. You go to go work for street without work again. That is the essence of doing this video. So I responded to that, my friend, that it is not all that easy. But if he prefers to come, that he can come. If you want to take the risk of that route, the route of Libya, I told you that he can take the risk. For him not responding again, that means he's not interested, because he understood everything that I explained to him, and the same thing I am trying to explain to you guys here. Now, for the woman waiting me say she want to come with visa to come hustle anyhow, say she go survive, say she go make them for Europe. So I was thinking whether that one she get the same brain maybe say people like Igwe Credo get, you know, because some time ago I heard Igwe Credo saying that almost every woman maybe said in their Europe or any part of the world saying kwampi as they call it, nine then they do.
Business or some and I go even I say now kuna we lucrative business no obodo oyibo to us in sikwonye ko si wade onwe ogono ga akọ dia onye mali do shi no obodo graduate ye no obodo o nwete ego nya gbago obodo oyibo o wulu Dubai wulu Turkey wulu ebe o no nwetolo onwe onu de anu o pass asam sisi o gbala nke wa akuna dia.
That isn't true, because we are all here, okay? So I'm telling you that there are many women who are working. There are still few who are into that nonsense, but that Igwe Credo statement, forget them. Probably that woman, now for that waiting Igwe Credo talk, now in brain there. That's why she tell me say anything at all she can do. But at your age, madam, forget about it, because you are too old for that nonsense. Please, guys, I would love you to share this video. I would love you to always relate to people who visited the plan to come abroad. Tell them say, you know, today easy. Say, if you really get your capital, you really get anything where you do there, do them there. But if you don't have anything, you feel like you want to take the risk, it's up to you. But here, it is not bed of roses like most of them out there think. Think twice before you make that move. Thank you so much, and may God bless you. Bye.